tunnel road. My heart is weak with every step. Burdened by this heavy load, still I walk on tunnel road. I walk alone on tunnel road. And the daylight blooms around my eyes. Ahead the dark etched out in stone. On my way through tunnel road. Would you be my distant dream? My light on the horizon. And the light that draws me in and clouds my old vision. And that smile, those eyes, that hands on mine, that feed my obsession. And so darkness flees and freezes mind on tunnel road. I walk alone on tunnel road.
I walk alone on tunnel road.
The sun sets on what came before.
The sun sets on what came before.
Running from the night towards my home, that lights the stone, the tunnel road. I walk alone on tunnel road.
I walk alone on tunnel road.
And the lights, they arc and dance around.
The lights, they arc and dance around.
Enveloped by this treasure trove, I cannot leave the tunnel road. And would you be my distant dream? My light on the horizon. And that light that draws me in and clouds my old vision. And that smile, those eyes and hands on mine, that feed my obsession. And so darkness flees and freezes mind on tunnel road. And pull me from that distant scene, the night on the horizon. And that night at the end I see a starting arch illusion. And that smile's eyes and hands on mine, so darkness flees into this intermission. And so walk with me, talk with me, carry me on tunnel road. And so walk with me, talk with me, carry me on tunnel road. Walk with me and talk with me and carry me on tunnel road.
Fantastic. So, from the workshop.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you.
Could you just introduce yourselves, please?
Yep. So my name's Jonnie, and I play guitar and I sing and I kick a drum or a suitcase.
A drum that is a suitcase.
Drum that is a
Very
suitcase.
nice.
Yes.
Yep. I'm Helen and I sing, and I'm beginning to bring ukulele bass into it.
And a rogue tambourine.
Yeah,
Is the rumour.
it's a very beautiful tambourine.
Lovely.
I'm just really bad at playing it.
Yeah, tambourine did not make an appearance today. But that's fine.
It. Shucks.
How did this project come about?
Okay, so I think for me, I've spent my whole adult and teenage years playing in bands, a lot of ska punk, a lot of swing and ragtime and reggae stuff, and I did start to do some singer-songwriter stuff. This was about 3 years ago that I decided. I thought, okay, I've moved away from the people who I knew who played bands, and decided that I was just going to carry on doing some music. So I started writing some songs and started redoing some of the old stuff that I'd written. And I developed this project, and the project name came from the fact that I used to just record and write and sing songs from my guitar workshop.
Okay.
As a guitar technician, and so I just thought, from the workshop, it's a nice name, and that's how it started. Nice. It originally was going to be a trio, myself and a violin player and an upright bass player. And as soon as I told them about the project, they said, "Oh, sorry, we're moving up north."
Lovely.
So it was just me.
Good old musicians.
Yeah, just me. For about 2 years.
Okay.
And then
we met about 18 months ago, and I just got back into singing after years of not, and then Jonnie asked me to sing a song when we were at a festival called "Call Me Your Home" that he'd written, and then made me get up and do it in Reigate in front of about 1,000 people. That was terrifying.
Nothing like being chucked into the deep end, is it?
No. if you're gonna make a step, you're just gonna let's just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So now we're singing together.
Yeah.
So probably since about September.
Since September.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
really
having
cool.
to learn a lot of songs very quickly.
Yes.
Yes.
Baptism of fire.
Yeah.
Right. So who does most of the songwriting? Is it you, Jonnie?
It's both of us now.
Excellent.
I think we're co-writing almost everything now.
Yeah.
Everything goes through Helen. Everything goes through me. A lot of the time, since we've known each other,
I've written about 25.
she's written about
sets
25
of
sets of lyrics,
Fantastic.
word
That's really
vomit.
good.
Yeah. Word format. Yeah. Cool. Word
And
format.
every now and then, if I'm lacking inspiration, she'll send me something, and
Okay.
we'll
I'll send him some word
essentially have a
vomit.
song by the end of the day. Almost.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we work on it together. It used to be. There are sometimes I'm sitting at home and I might come out with something that makes it through, but it's actually. It is, as she was saying, she's had to learn a lot of songs. It's because I probably had about 20 songs that I was performing live solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we do a few of them together, which you've learned.
Yep.
But the majority of the stuff now is the stuff that we've co-written. And to be fair, it's wonderful. It's really lovely to sit down and co-write. So I'd say it's probably about 50-50 now.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think the sound has changed now? It's more of a collaborative.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's allowed me to step back a bit, because before I'm thinking, I came from a very punk rock background, and it was the likes of Frank Turner who got me into folk music and show of hands as well. And so I always had that kind of punk edge. And I'm thinking about guitar, I'm thinking about suitcase, I'm thinking about my lead vocal. And with Helen on board,
Yeah, I came
it
along and
allows
was
me
like,
to draw back a little
can
bit.
we do this with the melody instead?
Yeah.
And
Lovely.
And
I've got more of a kind of an interest in folk music, and been brought up with quite a folky, bluegrassy background.
Oh,
and
cool. Nice.
Big Joni Mitchell fan, and show of hands.
as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Radiohead.
We love a bit of Radiohead. We do love a bit.
So yeah.
And I think since we've been singing together, I think I've as a guitarist, I think I've always been down on myself as a guitarist, probably because I've mostly played the punk rock stuff.
Yeah, since we've been singing together, your finger picking's really
So
picked up.
I've been doing a lot more finger
yeah.
picking, writing stuff, and actually it's given us a new angle that I think is...
So the punky element seems to have kind of, I don't know, it's not gone, but yeah.
It's just moulded.
It's moulded.
Yeah, it's moulded and adapted. And I think...
But it's upping, it's changing all the time.
Yeah.
The more we write, the more we change. So kind of like to challenge ourselves. So recently we wrote a song about a love story I'd read in a Cornish ghost stories book.
Okay.
And I was like, we need to turn this into a song. And so that was really pulling you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you worked really hard on that. It worked really well. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to kind of mix it up.
I think since Helen's joined me as well, the focus has gone from, oh wow, look at this. This is different.
Yeah.
To actually your
harmonies
and your vocals are just like so.
Yeah.
So that's really lovely to kind of almost switch that focus off of me and this and onto us.
Yeah.
It's been really nice.
But you said just a minute ago off camera, the suitcase has a bit of a story of itself, does it not?
Yeah, it does.
I just felt a kick drum would be great for the stuff that I'm doing because it was some of it was a lot more upbeat, and I've heard about suitcase kick drums before, and I wanted to make one. And a friend I knew found this in the church attic, local church attic.
Lovely.
And it belonged to a man called William Bedder, who was part of the Royal Army Medical Corps in World War II. He'd fought on Dunkirk, and he took this with him to Africa in World War II, and now it is my kick drum.
What a story.
And I essentially made it myself,
But everywhere
with
we
the
go,
help of a friend as
people
well.
want to talk about the drum.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I really
It's
like
lovely.
it.
It's
Yeah.
really
It's
cool.
a great talking point.
Lovely unique touch as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, there are suitcase drum kits out there, but none with quite as cool story.
I do plan on writing an EP about it at some point and about
I think
his
that's a
life
great
as well.
idea.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. And what did you say his name was? William
Bedder.
William Bedder. You should
Bedder
definitely...
or Bedders, I think it's Bedder. No.
Well, if you're going to do an EP about it, you've got to get the name right.
Yeah, I do.
Nice. What's the plan for 2025?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's really exciting. So we're about to start a whole load of gigs beginning in April.
Yeah.
Mostly around the Kent area, with a couple of folk festivals thrown in. There's a couple of gigs that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Rochester Sweeps.
Yeah.
On the Saturday. We're really excited about that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Nice.
we've managed to get onto a festival. It's the 10th anniversary of Folk in the Field, which is in Norfolk.
Yeah.
Which we're really excited about. And we've got a couple of gigs in nice venues supporting some good musicians. So we got a gig with Ed Blunt down in Cranbrook.
Yeah.
And
That's with Edith Folk.
That's with St Edith Folk.
Folk.
But also we got a release of our second album.
Yeah.
Which is actually the second of a 3-part mini album.
That's the first album I've
And it's the first one was released last September, and it was just me, and now it's us.
Yep.
And so I'm really excited about that, and we're just in the kind of mixing process of that at the moment. Yeah. So it was meant to be about to be released, but there's been a bit of a delay on it, unfortunately. But we're getting there.
okay.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
Yeah. That sounds lovely because you've got a nice bit of progression. You've got your solo stuff to begin with, and now yourself joining on. So what does part 3? Is that gonna grow? Is that gonna be more musicians involved?
No, I don't think so. I think we have. I have used.
I'd quite like it if we could find a violin player.
That'd be cool.
That would be
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
They are rare as hen's teeth.
I think part 3 will enter the bass. I think.
Yeah.
That
I'm
would be a
working-
good idea,
A few of the
But
songs we do
actually
now
we're-
start bringing the bass.
Yeah, but we're actually considering, because I was always very, no, this is the way I want to do it. I want to do 1, 2, 3, then I want to do 4, which is the songs I wrote in between kind of this album and and from kind
But
of
I'm impatient,
actually I'm
and I really want to record what we're writing.
So we're doing it now.
yeah, well, essentially, part 3 might not come after part 2.
It
Part
might
3
have to
might
wait
come
until
later.
part 4 or part 5.
Yeah,
Part
well,
2.5
there's no
maybe.
part 4 or part 5. That is going to be, they're going to be separate albums alone. But
Yeah.
but there's a plan, But it might just not come in the right order, which is fine. I mean, we can always do it another time, which is
Things happen the way that they happen.
they do.
Yeah, they do.
I think there's a story to be told, and I write very personally, and we write very
we do.
personally now. I think we write, really
Apart from when it's a
about-
ghost story.
about day to day kind of life's challenges and life's experience. And I think I wrote that way before I met Helen anyway. And so I think I'm very keen to tell the story, I think. But I've let loose a bit on my we must do it like this.
At least you've got a plan.
Yeah, there is a plan.
There's nothing worse than sort of
Yeah.
you're just going, seeing what happens is great, but having an idea of how you want it to go, because then at least if it goes halfway, you're like, I've achieved something.
Essentially, we've got 5 albums. We've written.
Yeah, we've got a lot.
Including the first one, we got 5 albums basically.
Fantastic.
To do, and we're a bit behind.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you
it was
so
a real
much
pleasure.
for
I
having
love the
us.
harmonies. It was fantastic. How do people get hold of you? How do people find your music? Where can they get hold of these things?
Okay, we have a website. It's officialftw.com. So from the workshop, ftw.com. We are on Facebook, Instagram. I am regrettably on TikTok. Which,
I'm on there as well.
Which
Yeah.
I can't stand. And
Occasionally, the 14-year-old likes to help.
yeah, I'd rather the 14-year-old do it than I do it.
They have more knowledge than all of us.
Oh my word, they do.
We do have a YouTube channel, but it's not widely used. I think we have a mailing list as well.
Yeah.
But essentially, we want people to come to our gigs.
Yeah.
And we want people to come to
So
our
you can
shows.
You can always find our gig list on the website.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and also on Spotify as well is the first album.
Okay.
So
Is it just Spotify or is it Apple
no,
Music?
it's all of them,
platforms?
all
Excellent.
platforms. They're all there. And we also have got CDs and some excellent merch.
Buy their
coming
stuff.
our way. Yeah,
Do it.
You
Buy
can,
their
you can
stuff.
find us on
Yeah.
Bandcamp, but if you go to the website, everything's on there and it will link you to our Bandcamp store.
And there's potential like crochet merch as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Yeah. You'll be buying things you never knew you needed.
Oh, absolutely.
Support. Yeah.
But actually, all of it, so all of it is going back. We don't pay ourselves.
Yeah, it all goes back
It
into
all goes
the pot.
back into the
There's
pot
no money
to
to
record.
make.
No.
We are doing everything independently, and we're loving it. It's our dream. It's our passion.
It's all fun.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming down. Love to have you back again at some time in the future.
definitely.
We will set you some challenges.
Oh yeah, please do.
There will be challenges. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I don't feel myself irregular, inadequate, the future out of reach. I should grow up, suit up, give up, and face the daily grind. Forget my dreams, stage a show, leave it behind. For the regular, the adequate, I don't feel myself. Can't do this on my own. Strengths from within, but in me it's just burns. No, I don't feel myself. Remind me who I am. Pull me through. is the point if we can't play, if no one hears? Open my eyes. Another screen, another send, and no reply. We face the algorithm. One more follow, one more wallow. Leave it behind for the next show, the next opening. We don't feel ourselves, can't do this on our own. Strengths from within, but in us it's just bones. No, we don't feel ourselves, reminding who we are. Put us through. Put us through. Here we go. If we're dancing for dartboards and serenading stools, we'll laugh and we'll drink and we'll revel like fools. So we just keep on playing. What else can we do? We live it, we breathe it, we're coming for you. If we're dancing for dartboards and serenading stools, we'll laugh and we'll drink and we'll revel like fools. So we'll just keep on playing. What else can we do? We live it, we breathe it, we're coming for you. If we're dancing for dartboards and serenading stools, we'll laugh and we'll drink and we'll revel like fools. So we'll just keep